You know, the teenage years, they're almost always difficult for a lot of kids. They can be harder still for somebody who's gay or lesbian. One suicide prevention group estimates that 30% of those kids attempt suicide around the age of 15.
Especially if they're bullied. Wendy Tokuda introduces us to a student who almost hit the breaking point, and he tells us how he rose above.
It's not inclusive to everyone.
Regino Rodriguez has a lot to share with the Social Justice Club at Roseland University Prep in Santa Rosa.
Estaba bien, Mom.
It's not so much because he's Latino or that he comes from a low-income family. He lives with 7 others in their home. But his biggest challenge has been that he is gay.
It's hard at first because you just wish there'd be someone else that is the same as you, but in this little Hispanic community that I'm in, there's not many gay people.
It takes incredible courage because for him too, it was coming from all sides.
Regino was a freshman when a teenager in New York, Jamie Rodemeyer, committed suicide after being relentlessly bullied.
And they taunt me in the hallways, and I felt like I could never escape it.
He was an inspiration to me because I thought I was like him, and how he just wanted to express himself and dance and just do all these things that boys don't regularly do, and how all these other people were just so mean to him.
When Regino found the courage to come out later that year, it was liberating, but he could also feel people judging him.
When he first came here, many people laughed at him.
The isolation eventually got to him.
All these ideas that society has put in my mind that gay people are bad and that they should go to hell and that they don't belong here, they just drove me to the point where I was like, maybe they're right.
Regino considered suicide.
My thoughts just got the best of me, and I just got the rope and tied it, and I was ready to just go. But thankfully, I talked myself out of it.
Last year, another teenager, transgender Leela Alcorn, committed suicide in Ohio. Her parents disapproved of her.
It's time for each of us in the...
Vigils were held across the country. It pushed Regino into action.
At the end of her suicide note, she wrote that she wishes her death can mean something. After reading that, I feel like it's my turn to make that change. I'm not going to sit here and watch all these people just die. I'm not comfortable with.
And so he speaks out.
I want to be seen as an equal.
He chose to value himself enough and to not allow the community around him to shame him into being somebody he's not.
Regino will be the first in his family to go to college. Wendy Tokuda, KPIX 5.